I mean, that's a catch you have to make every single time, buddy. Gosh. It's the Carton Show. Welcome back. Cody Decker, Mark Schlereth, and last night, another example of Tom Brady being the greatest American, is
Yeah,
it?
he's the world's greatest American.
World's greatest American, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the New Orleans Saints 17-16. You know, I always say one of the things that happens a lot in games against Tom Brady, both in New England and now for the last couple of years down in Tampa Bay, is that other teams panic. Other teams make bad mistakes, and Brady's always there to take advantage of your bad mistakes. And I even say at some level, incompetence, right? So the Tampa Bay offense had 3 points on the board. That is it. Going into the last 4 minutes of the game, the vaunted Tampa Bay offense had 3 points, all right? And then all of a sudden, things started clicking. And Tom Brady, as you'll see right here, quick little touchdown pass to Otten, and a 17-3 game becomes a 17-10 game. There it is, corner of the end zone. Okay, now it gets interesting, doesn't it?
Yes,
all
it does.
Of a sudden, it is 17-10.
All right, by the way, we talked about this yesterday. First and goal, what do? Run a little under center play action. Jets should probably learn something from that.
Thank you for that, Mark.
Yeah.
That's my
You're
point.
welcome.
Under center play action, all right? And then New Orleans has the ball and a chance, frankly, to take care of business. That's Mark Ingram right there in the flat. This happened before the Otten touchdown. I want to be sure I get this chronologically, so that's on me. This happened before the Otten touchdown. All right, 17-3. Ingram gets the ball. You see that yellow line right there?
Yes.
That's a first down.
Oh, is that what it is?
He runs out of bounds before getting the first down, and they wind up having to punt.
Yeah.
All he has to do is run another 2 yards there, and this is what I'm talking about. Teams making mental mistakes that Brady takes advantage of.
They do it all the time, and that's one of the big mantras in New England back in the day with Tom Brady is, more teams or more games are lost than won. And they were like, we're just going to out-execute you and make sure that we don't make the stupid mistakes. Part of that is you're just gazing into those beautiful eyes.
I think that's part of it.
I think that's part of it, and you just get mesmerized by Tom Brady.
To be fair, he was on the sideline, but his eyes just penetrate through an entire stadium.
I think
so Mark Ingram after the game was like, you know what? That's really my bad. I better apologize. So go to the full board tweet right here. And I guess you give him credit for this. And he said, I'm sick about this one. Blah, blah, blah. I got to get the first down. New set of downs. I apologize to my teammates, my coaches, and my city. That's an apology, guys. He apologized to a city for not doing the right thing, staying in bounds, and getting the first down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He is. I mean, he's been a good football player. That guy's been a great football player. What a mental gaffe. Like just situational awareness and what's going on.
Because you force Tampa to use timeouts, you run clock. It's almost impossible at that point to come back from down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you stay inbounds, you get the first down there, the clock continues to run. Now, it doesn't go, and the clock continues to run regardless because it was 6 minutes, so you don't, after 5 minutes, once you hit 5 minutes, then it starts stopping when you go out of bounds. Not that, and not in that situation, but you got to get the first down. You got to be aware.
So now let's fast forward. It's now 16-10, and New Orleans is faced with a 3rd and 17. And you got to give Andy Dalton credit. Watch this play. Andy Dalton throws a seed to Taysom Hill for a first down, and he drops the ball. That's game over right there.
Yeah.
They convert that. Thanks for coming. Sorry, not sorry.
That was a great ball, but also I think it's Keanu O'Neal there, 22, right? I mean, he comes in and puts his noggin, like his bean, right on the football. Like that is, I mean, that you can't do it better. He did not. Yeah, it's perfect. You can't do it better than that. So I'd like to give him credit more than bust on Taysom Hill for the drop.
Taysom's got to make that catch. Just stop. I mean, listen, you're an NFL football player. You're wide open. Andy Dalton hits you in the hands. Make the play, make the catch. Your team wins the game. It's like Braxton Berrios. Hold on to the freaking football. You're a pro.
No one tackled Braxton Berrios. He got hit by 2 guys right there in a car wreck in 2 different directions.
I'm sorry. Listen. This has to stop. All right? This has to stop.
What?
You two are supposed to be the two manliest guys in this room.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
You're making excuses for Taysom
No,
Hill.
I'm
making excuses.
I'm recognizing the greatness of the other
he
guy.
Got hit.
Yes, he got hit.
Football.
Yes, it happens.
Right.
Come on. If we can put a ball in your hand right now, and we
Okay,
both
yeah, let's
tackle
do that.
you from two different
Guess
sides,
what?
you holding on to the ball?
Holding on.
Are you?
Holding on. And by the way, he's not getting anywhere near me. Come on, he's so slow. Well, he's going to make a play. He's going to be like, hey, Carton. Now, I might get scared, but I'm holding on to the ball. I'm also not a professional.
True.
Like Taysom Hill, you have to hold on to that ball, right? Now, fast forward.
Okay.
Tom Brady. You know how it ends. Tom Brady first throws a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin from the 5. It gets called back for holding. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
What are we possibly going to do? They took a touchdown off the board. I got Tom Brady.
Yeah.
We'll just do it again. And that's what he did. Okay, so Godwin doesn't get it. I'll give it to my running back, who, by the way, I know it's going to be hard for you guys to do this. I want you to show this play. I want you to stop it along the way. So put that play back up. You want to talk about a route by a running back to get open, to win a game. Bring it back up, okay? Now he's in the backfield right now. Go ahead, let it go slow. Let it go slow. Comes out of the backfield here in a second, all right? Now, you got a linebacker on him. You see him right there in the middle of your screen?
Right.
Fakes in, comes out.
Right.
That is a hell of a route.
Yeah,
Give that kid credit.
He's faking what they call a Texas or an angle route. So you
Okay.
come out, stick him, go inside, and as soon as you get inside, that guy thinking you're coming across his face, then all of a sudden you whip it out.
Linebacker can't cover that.
No, so it becomes a whip route off a Texas whip route off.
See, now you're in the weeds. You're in the weeds. Yeah. The guy that
Let me interact. Okay, ready? You go.
Okay.
Oh, look
Texas.
at him move.
Texas.
Whip.
Look at him move, by the way. You said he was slow. He still got it.
Texas whip, Texas whip, Texas whip. Sorry.
That was the slowest Texas whip.
That is the most movement I have had in months.
Oh, wow. I'm glad it was that movement.
I'm going to need ice
Put the air conditioning on. Mark's sweating. Good news, though. We got your burrito.
Yeah, all right.
All right. All right, so Tom Brady after the game, just how they drew it up, right, Tommy? That's it?
That was the whole thing.
I apologize. That's the great. I got water all over me right now. It's all good. I also have makeup on because I'm a real man. Listen, you give Tom Brady that kind of opportunity.
You could be okay.
Why do we have toilet paper directly underneath the table?
I'm sure there's a replay of me doing that now. God forbid I ask for replays to get them on time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. By the way, how does that happen where you get that like it's nothing?
Incredible how quick they were
But
with
the
that
video
clip.
they worked on all morning, they can't find it.
All right, so listen, here's the bottom line. You give Tom Brady opportunity. He's done it his whole career. It's not a surprise to anybody. They did call the Godwin touchdown back. He makes that great play. But here's the question for you. Can you play bad offensive football for 56 minutes and do anything in the playoffs? Or are we kind of looking at them as, they're going to win the division, but they're not a real threat to actually do anything, are they?
Well, no, they're not.
Yeah.
And I think you hit the nail on the head. When you play good football teams, they're not going to let you do that. They're not going to. If you don't show up for 55 minutes,
right,
you're not coming in for 5 minutes and winning a football game.
Right.
And the complementary nature, I mean, people are like, well, they're not, defensively, they're not as good as you think, because they don't do anything for 55 minutes. The defense has to play that whole entire time. So a good football team is going to blow them out of the water.
That's not a recipe to advance in the postseason.
No, absolutely not.
I will tell you a recipe that is. If you guys can put up the stat, for the teams that right now are playoff eligible, specifically in the NFC, and you want to take a look at the playoff wins for the current starting quarterbacks of those teams, it's a pretty interesting list. Tom Brady, of course, number one. He's got 35 playoff wins. Kirk Cousins has 1. Dak Prescott has 1. Nobody else has 1.
Wow.
Now, Jalen Hurts, best team in football.
Right.
Daniel Jones, Geno Smith. Obviously, Purdy's,
Purdy started one game in his entire career.
But so for people that are trying to handicap the NFC is a tough conference to handicap.
Sure.
Other than Philly and Minnesota, they're the two best teams right now, and Philly's clearly ahead of Minnesota from a standpoint of dominating virtually every single week. But none of the quarterbacks have any legitimate playoff experience. And for a guy that obviously made a number of runs to a Super Bowl, is that overstated, or does that become something real when we get to mid-January?
I think it's somewhat overstated. I mean, it's always nice to have a few guys that have had some playoff experience, but here's the thing about playoff football. Here's the thing about football in general. You know, it really has, the playoff experience really comes to the preparation during the week. You think it's about game time. It's not about game time.
Why? Because once you're on the field playing, it's just another game, yeah?
You're just playing a game. I've been in 3 Super Bowls. I've never one time sat on the bench going, wow, I'm playing the Super Bowl.
Really?
No, I'm playing a football game. Now, before, leading up to it, there's things that change, and the week is different and everything else, and it's managing that week. You know, it's managing the game. It's managing the week of the game. Once the ball's kicked off and you get that first hit, you're playing a football game. You're not thinking about, oh my gosh, we could win it.
Sure.
You're not until maybe the last 3 minutes, and you're blowing out.
When it dawns on you,
right?
Okay,
you're
we're
blowing
about
out
to
the
be
Bills, or you're whipping the Green Bay Packers butts or the Atlanta Falcons. Then you're thinking, hey man, I'm going to win another championship.
And I will
this
say
is like
this,
routine.
you guys had
that's what you're thinking.
One of the great post-game parties in Super Bowl history after you beat the Atlanta Falcons.
Did we?
Yeah, my recollection of it was you did.
Yeah.
Of course, Bill Romanowski invited me, and he's always a good time.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Hey there, thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.